She had the brand, the audience, the receipts, yet she was invisible. Not to the algorithm, but to herself. They say visibility is power, but no one talks about what it really feels like to be invisible and that it can feel like a performance with no applause. You post, you plan, you show up, you pray that the algorithm notices, and still, crickets. Or worse, likes from your old coworker and someone named Crypto Dave. The truth, it's not the strategy and it's not the algorithm. It's that you've been showing up as the woman they expect, not the woman you actually are. Maybe the problem isn't that you're invisible. Maybe it's that you've been hiding behind busyness, when what you really needed was a stage and being the version of you that actually lights people up. In this series of Confessions of an Invisible CEO, Sarah gives you behind the scenes and inside her head thoughts on what it's like to feel invisible as the CEO of your own company. Stay tuned as she shares her journey from invisible to unforgettable. How many drafts does it take for a woman to sound like herself? One too many, apparently. You can change the font, the hook, the freaking funnel. But if the message isn't rooted in your truth, it'll always land like lukewarm coffee. And honey, no one ever built a movement on a medium roast. Why does this all sound like everyone else? I mean, look at all these different things. What was I thinking? Helping purpose-driven women step into their power? What does that even mean? And this sounds like a salad dressing. Infuse your impact with soulful flavor. I mean, seriously, what is this all about? She wasn't just editing a post, she was editing herself into invisibility.
I saw the new email draft, super polished, but it feels like a TED Talk on decaf.
It's safe, isn't that the point?
Safe doesn't sell. Raw does. Real does. You do.
But what if it makes me sound unprofessional?
Girl, your real voice is your professional voice. You built an empire and you're afraid of sounding too human?
Let them hear the version of you they're already craving. Sometimes I feel like I'm screaming into the void and still no one sees me, but I keep showing up because this work matters. That was the one. Truth doesn't need a tweak, it needs a stage. This is the one that still stings. I wrote this when I was at my lowest, and the truth is, I didn't want anyone to know that I felt this way, right? Can I even make this work? I was terrified that someone would find out. But here's the thing. Keeping those thoughts hidden didn't make me stronger. It made me smaller, and it actually made me invisible. And this right here, this is letting me go of that lie. When I look back, I realized that the sticky notes, they weren't just random thoughts. They were warning signs, signs that I didn't pay full attention to and might have been ignoring just a little bit. They were proof, though, that I was trying to survive and actually pretending to thrive. And the very moment that I stopped writing down my fears and started speaking them out loud, everything changed, because invisibility only works in silence. The second you speak your truth, people see you. And so I encourage you to not just write down your fears, but speak them out loud. When you do so, you're allowing others to see you, and it's going to halt the invisible feeling or not being seen feeling that you've been experiencing. This one, this one stays. Not because I still believe it, but because I need to remember how far I've come and exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and the path that's going to help me and support me to getting there. I need to confess, this one still stings. I hit my first 6-figure milestone in business and nobody noticed. Has that happened to you before? No one asked how I did it. No one celebrated. I had worked so hard, but because I was invisible, my success was actually silent. Makes sense, right? And the truth, I told myself it didn't matter. But the truth, it actually did. But deep down, I wanted someone to actually see me, right? I didn't want to accomplish this major milestone and be invisible and have it go by completely unnoticed and uncelebrated. And to know that all the hours, all the risks, the sacrifices, that they meant something. I know how much they mean to me. Those that I've talked to about the struggles, the risks, and the progress that I've made, they know what it means to me. That's when I realized that success without visibility can actually feel like failure, even though it's not. But because it's not seen and it's not being celebrated, it might feel like that success that you've worked so hard and achieved actually might feel like failure. And so that's what it felt like to me. Can you relate to this at all? Let me know in the comments. Thanks. So the next time you find yourself drowning in sticky notes or buried under a to-do list that looks impressive but feels empty, pause. I encourage you to pause. Ask yourself this one question. Is this moving me into visibility, or is this keeping me invisible? And if you need to write that down on a sticky note as a reminder, then I encourage you to do that. It will constantly remind you of whether or not you should take action on that particular item, and if it's helping you go in the direction of what you want to do and the visibility that you want to have for yourself, your brand, and your business. That single check-in has saved me many times from slipping back into the busy work trap that I didn't know I was in, but just having that simple shift of awareness helped me understand that I was in that trap, and then ultimately how to always find a way out of it or from taking a step backwards back into it. And if you can do that, it's going to help you move the needle in your business a lot faster and a lot more effectively. And here's the truth. The productive invisibility isn't just about managing the list. And in episode 8, I'm confessing how I almost sabotaged a really huge visibility opportunity because of one subtle blind spot I didn't even know that I had. You do not want to miss out on this one. If this episode or any of the episodes that you've watched so far is really hitting home, I encourage you to hit the like button, share it with someone who it might resonate with or make a huge difference in their day, their visibility, their level of frustration, or helping them move the needle in their business. And then leave a comment and let me know what you think of this episode. I would love to hear from you. Now, if episode 8 is up, I want to encourage you to go ahead and hit play on that episode, and I'll see you over there. XOXO, Visibility Girl. If you haven't grabbed the 1 video a week freedom plan, now's the time. This guide will help you map your next 4 weeks of videos so you can stop spinning your wheels and start attracting clients effortlessly. The link is in the description. Go ahead and grab it now.